Hey. Wagwan, what y'all deal with? Yo, I got a couple of things for us to touch on today, and we gonna dig in so y'all can get this work, okay? Let's go. Dr. Umar Johnson decided to come on to Nick Cannon's show with Courtney B and with James Cannon, who is Nick Cannon's father. Their show is called...
Hey, what we doing?
We playing spades.
What we doing?
We playing spades.
Well, I heard y'all don't really know how to play spades.
And this particular show, I really like the concept of. I like the concept of just kind of taking away maybe pre-written out answers and different stuff like that to be able to have a real chill environment. And I think that really we got to see a side of Dr. Umar.
I'm King Kong.
Usually, we see him being funny and witty and stuff like that, but him being able to reveal certain things like the fact that he can't dance because he ain't got no rhythm.
What? I have no rhythm.
Really?
My Caucasian ancestors robbed me of African rhythm.
No way.
Yes, sir.
Dr. Umar
No
can't
rhythm.
dance? You ain't
I can slow drag. I can't do nothing else.
Really?
Never have a wife or be married to a white woman for 5 years. I never have a wife.
Black power. Deal with it. Be blind and married to a snow bunny. Or have 2 babies by Paris Hilton.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
This is a snow bunny trap.
How do you relax? You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like it's intense.
Well, my favorite movie of all time is Glory. Second favorite movie, Birth of a Nation. Nate Parker and Nat Turner. Favorite movie, Viola Davis, Woman King. Fourth favorite movie, Shaka Zulu, the long version.
Yeah.
But I got a couple white movies though. Tombstone, Val Kilmer, Armageddon, and Don't Tell Nobody. On the low, Titanic. No, it was the love story.
The love story.
The love story. That was,
Jack.
that was yes. No. I love my scary movies. So let me ask you a question. Empress. My beautiful, deep brown honey mahogany.
I know that's right.
Cinnabon queen. Listen.
My friend told me, she said, girl, you're going to get around Dr. Umar and be, because you're masculine. You got this manly thing going on. I need a man that understands that my feminine energy can only exist when his masculine energy is in effect.
Lord have mercy. The Lord is my shepherd. He know what I want. Excuse me, brother.
What is your financial expectation?
My financial expectation is a nigga with some money.
Do not bring your black card. Don't you call nobody no N-word. Pass me the black card.
Right.
You can say Negro.
Cannon's father kind of talked about feeling like it was somebody's purpose to have children and be able to bring life into this world.
Is a woman out of order if she says she don't want to have
What
children?
the fuck? What the fuck?
If a woman leaves planet Earth and never has a child, she's never fulfilled her purpose in life.
I'm not going to say that because Queen Mother Harriet Tubman never had a natural birth, and she's the greatest woman to walk on American soil. It wasn't in her destiny to bear children. It would have interrupted her mission. Does she have a calling that would prevent her from reproducing? And if she don't, she needs to reproduce.
Right.
Wait a minute. Why I hear what you're saying? I know a lot of women with kids. With kids. There's no man. A lot of women that are, if they depressed because they got to raise these damn kids on their own.
One thing they talked about in and out of this particular video was the concept of having children and carrying on legacy.
Nobody is withholding sex until marriage. We have to be honest.
Oh, yeah, I'm fucking.
She said she don't.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
So you would put having multiple relationships with men versus having one beautiful masterpiece.
Crying ass baby.
Yeah.
Now you
I'll take
fine.
care of all you
I'm gonna
queen
get
mothers.
the man is fine, ladies. You fine.
Hey.
You educated. You got all the things. Are you open to marriage?
Absolutely. I'm gonna have 2 wives.
You gonna have 2 wives because you have the capacity to have 2 wives.
Yes.
You're a man that believes in providing 100%.
Yes.
That makes sense.
Why do y'all still give them y'all cookies when y'all know they can't provide?
Listen,
You feel me, Elder? Black people can't be racist. Racism is monopolization, domination of resources, opportunities, and privileges. ROPs. Bigotry is when there is a negative emotional attachment to the destruction of all members of another group. Black power! Black power! like it chocolate.
I know that's right.
Oh, no.
Come on, man. Tell me this.
Ooh.
These two wives.
She's a
You on the
FB.
prowl? You on the prowl for your wife? Or what?
Black queens forever. Snow
Nobody
bunnies never.
Umar Johnson speaks a lot about the destruction of African people all over the planet through mental health, through mental annihilation, and mental slavery. So it's one of those things where him as a psychologist, you know, there really is an interesting perspective on the whole Pan-African concept that he really be kicking when he be talking. So I definitely got a lot of respect for him for that. The next thing that I wanted to talk about, man, bruh. If Cooley was really on the hot seat before, he definitely is now after this debate that he did with Yada Awakening.
Idiot.
You're a woman, and you're going to get this work now. You are a female. I'm looking at across this table in your eyes.
There's
Dispute
no
my point.
there's no
That is not
need for
what I
marriage.
said.
What'd you say?
Would you sign a contract? You seem like a businessman. You're wearing a suit. Would you sign a contract that the other party is incentivized to break it?
Brother,
Answer it, yes or no.
Brother,
Don't give me your feelings.
Like you said, I am a businessman, a great businessman. You're shaking your head already.
You ain't answered the question,
You're talking
bro.
about feminine traits. Shaking
You
your
ain't
head
answered the
already.
question.
You're shaking your head
No,
already.
females
Brother, I'm
avoid
speaking.
questions.
I'm speaking, brother. I'm speaking.
Yes or no?
You're showing feminine traits again. I listened to you. I did not cut you off, not once. Control the panties, please. Control the
bro.
panties.
Hey,
Control
bro.
the panties.
Little Ninja Turtle over here talking about
it.
control the
Hold
panties.
on,
I'm
wait.
about to get Master
Let's-
Splinter in
let's
here to
keep it.
correct you,
No,
brother.
no, no.
Chill out, man. You
Let's- yeah.
sound silly.
Do you understand? Oh, the demon showing
You
again.
didn't. You
Feminine traits. Control yourself, brother.
It's not
Family is the first
Family is business. So-
if my woman left me, she deserves more than half, brother. That's
great,
my
but she's
woman.
still incentivized.
Again, if I'm stepping into a relation based off fear, I have no business being in a relationship. Control yourself, brother.
So you mean to tell me what is
Oh, goodness.
marriage is from the biblical
Oh,
perspective,
goodness,
right?
brother.
So that means that let's just take it back. At the end of the day, marriage is a covenant between the man, the woman, and God. There weren't any contracts that was made to incentivize women to leave the man. So I'm not against marriage. I think you still don't understand my point. And I'm not saying not to get into marriage because of fear. I'm just stating what's true. You're using feelings again.
Brother,
so no.
Listen, hold on, brother.
That
Hold-
isn't fear.
Hold
It's
on.
a-
No,
that is a
stop,
fact.
stop.
That is a fact.
Stop.
Please
Are you
refute my
married?
point.
Are you married?
Please refute.
Are you married?
I'm not married.
You're not
Okay.
qualified to even open your mouth
I'm
right
not
now.
qualified.
You're not qualified to
Marriage-
open your mouth right now. You're
I'll let
not
you get it out.
married.
Okay, so marriage is a relationship. So
Oh,
marriage
God,
is
here we
under
go.
the umbrella of a relationship.
Oh,
so
man.
therefore, since someone doesn't have a title, that doesn't even make no sense. That's a logical fallacy. That's the appeal to authority fallacy, which means that you could say that, well, bro, you don't have a certificate, so you can't speak on this.
What?
What are you speaking about? So mean to tell me, let's test your logic real quick. If someone is a mechanic and they have 15 years of experience, but they never got their certificate, 15 years of experience. The other person, they have 1 year of experience, but they got their certificate. Who do you think is better at fixing your car? Being married in a covenant under a church, under religion or God and stuff like that? Yeah, it's spiritual.
So check it out. Let's try to keep it. Let's try to stay. Is it a good idea, or do you think, Cooley, a woman can still be secure, protected, and comforted in a marriage without the legal document and paperwork? Is that a good deal for the woman as well?
Yeah, she could be married in a church under, the Spirit of God. That's totally fine. Pre-modernity, women weren't really working. They weren't in the workforce. So the reason why they made the marriage laws this way, where women get alimony and things like that, is to incentivize them because they're not working. Right? Now we're in modernity. Women are in the workforce. So therefore, why are they still being incentivized to leave the man?
Marriage opens up who a person truly is. If a man is afraid to write a contract with a woman, he has no business being with a woman. So why would this man try to give relationship advice? Because majority of people are dating for marriage. Understand that a real marriage releases divine understanding that comes directly from God. This is something different. And this is why this man cannot comprehend it. He's coming from a textbook level, and this is spiritual.
So if it's spiritual, why you sign a contract?
Again,
Gotcha.
can I answer? May I answer? Give to the mayors what's the mayor's. Give to God what's God's. What are you talking about, brother? See, this is the devil showing again.
Should single people give dating advice?
No, they're not qualified. I don't care how much a scientist reads a book. It doesn't make him a professor. No, you're not qualified.
Yeah, what he just said was he spoke from feelings. He actually didn't think about what he just said. He says, well, you can't give dating advice if you're not married because you don't have the experience. So let me ask you a question. If someone that's been in a relationship, a long-term relationship, they have 20 years together, but they just never signed that paper, versus someone that just got married for a year. They only been dating for 6 months prior to, and they got married. Who do you think is more qualified to give dating advice? The newlywed or the person with all of the experience?
The person with all the experience.
Okay, so what you just said was a logical fallacy. It is a lie.
Let me finish again. See, this is feminine traits again. He
No,
asked me a question. As soon as I start to answer the question, he cut me off in mid-sentence. Cut me off in mid-sentence.
You answered it, though.
Please control your emotions. You're leading men.
Listen,
you're leading men.
I asked you
men
a question.
watch you. Control your emotions.
And you answered it. It's still my turn to give a full
Bro, you
rebuttal.
asked me a question, and then you cut me off in mid-sentence.
You just said yes. The more qualified person.
Hey, family, I want to show you again. This is a boy trapped in a grown man's body.
This dude is 5'2", talking about someone as a
here we go
trapped
again.
in a grown
And
man's
here
body.
we go again. And here we go again.
Mini Matt.
And here we go again.
Midget Matt over here.
Here we go again.
Here we go, fellas.
Is he finished? Can you ask this man if he's finished?
I'm finished now.
Are you done? Are you
Which
done?
one is it?
I really feel like both of y'all really got as emotional as two men sitting across from each other possibly can. You know, I'm really not liking this new thing that Cooley is doing as far as calling people low IQ and demeaning and belittling somebody, you know what I'm saying, and saying they're not smart or intelligent. I kind of think that really takes away from the intelligence factor that he may have had. Already, like I said, he's on the hot seat. And he did avoid a lot of the questions about the stuff that was going on. Of course, giving the excuse again that really they just chopped up his voice wrong and they just put the wrong clips in the video and they just didn't really quote him correctly. And that's the reason. And then yeah, blah, 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 blah. Okay. As far as Yada, I definitely think he got in and was really trying to punk Cooley out. I think he came in the door trying to make sure that he could get under this man's skin. And guess what? Cooley fell for it. So both of them really gave a very emotional so-called debate, was actually an argument. And at the end of the day, I feel like any information that these men was able to give really kind of became null and void after Cooley began to call Yada low IQ and Yada began to call him a demon. At the end of the day, you know, there is a high expectation, I believe, for people who get on here and have their opinions and say what it is that they need to say. Whether it's Umar Johnson and his Pan-African message, whether it's Cooley and really kind of breaking down some biblical concepts to try to justify the whole concept of men as leaders, women as followers, or whether it is that you have Yada, who really speaks very highly as it relates to the man being 100% the provider and even kind of pandering to women to an extent. I think that there's a responsibility, which is something that I try to make sure that I pay attention to anytime something comes out my mouth or I push send on the message. Anytime that I push okay and post on something, I try to make sure that what I'm saying is something that I can go back to and I can say, you know what, I signed on it 100%, because a lot of people out here saying stuff and a lot of people are out here running their mouths. So anything that I post, I make sure that I posted it on purpose, because a lot of people can't go back to the things that they said and say, okay, yeah, I said that and I meant that. I think it's the reason why what Cooley is doing is so disappointing, because if you can't stand on what comes out your mouth, then it ain't even no reason to speak. I'm done ranting. Anyway, I definitely want to hear what y'all think about both of these videos, and I want to hear what y'all think in general. So I'm going to go ahead and drop my social media information right here like I always do, so that y'all can come check out my different social media pages, see the different things that I post, and also friend me, like me, subscribe, all of those different things so that you can see all the different stuff that I have on my pages and hop in the comments. Also, I'm going to drop my YouTube information right here as well. So y'all can go ahead and check out my YouTube page and hit the subscribe button and hit the notification button as well. I have a My New Voice playlist where all of my videos will be posted there. But check this out. I also have an M&V Uncut page where I will be posting some videos where they'll be a little bit shorter, but they'll have a whole lot more tea. So that way that we can keep up with all the stuff that's going on in the social media world and beyond. I just want to make sure y'all hit me with some likes and show me some love, okay? And if you find it on your heart, hit the share button as well. But in the meantime, between time, baby, peace.